All right, so we are back here at the parking lot. We left this old girl here last night.
Yesterday.
We're just striking out all over the place. The Hummer broke the tie rod adjusting sleeve on one side, so we had to leave it up there. Went and did the recovery with the side-by-side, and Caleb's Blue Diesel's having a problem with the rear diff, so we had to leave it. We're heading out with the Montero, and the left front CV's given up. It was making all kinds of noise. We got on the freeway and it was not happy. So what we ended up doing, we pulled over at the Flying J just off the freeway, turned the wheel all the way to create some room, and just cut the boots, cut it right there and there. And since the wheel was turned, it opens up the space here so you can pull one side out and then pull the whole thing out. There's the shaft right there. That's the middle part. The joints go in that end and in that end. So pulling it, cutting the boots and pulling it out, now nothing's gonna fall out and come apart and bind up and break going down the freeway. So we should be able to drive the rest of the way home, and then we gotta load up a trailer and come get the Blue Diesel, and then probably tomorrow we'll bring a new adjusting sleeve for the tie rods, and we'll get that the Hummer put back together and drive it home. So an eventful night. All three vehicles we brought having issues, so but we'll still get home.
6.5 hours later.
It just does not want to go. We're gonna load that and the Hummer up. We brought a tie rod adjusting sleeve to put on the Hummer so we can drive it out, but I don't want to try and set the tow, take it on the freeway. So we're gonna put the Power Stroke and the Hummer on the trailer, and then we'll drive the Duramax pulling the trailer and the green Land Cruiser home. So hopefully this thing starts. If not, we'll drag it up onto the gooseneck with the Hummer when we get it back down, but it would have been a lot easier if it just started. I think he's cycling the glow plugs a couple of times, give it the best chance of starting.
She doesn't want to start. It's a little too cold. So we're gonna run up and get the Hummer. Probably won't have a lot of daylight, but we'll do our best with what we got. Got the green Land Cruiser banner. We're gonna go up, fix the tie rod real quick, and come back down, and we'll give her another shot starting this old girl, but she just didn't seem like she wanted to go, so enjoy the ride.
So the issue that we're having right now is that there's apparently multiple ways that go from this side of the canyon through Hobble Creek over to Wallsburg, and we're trying to remember or find on the map which way we came through so that we know which road the Hummer's on. And it's not looking real familiar, so we've been looking at the maps with the GPS coordinates that we had from last night when we came to rest of the side by side, and this is the route that it says that we would have taken, but I don't know, it may and may not be the correct road. So we'll see. If we get all the way through Wallsburg and don't see it, we might have to find one of the other roads and come back the way that we come yesterday, because we're backtracking. We're not taking the same route, because we were over in Midway on a different recovery and then came through Wallsburg and Hobble Creek over to the Spanish Fork side. Now we're going the other direction, going from the Spanish Fork side. trying to backtrack the roads that we were on. There's way more roads up here than I remember, than I thought that were up here. But the Google is trying to help us, but we're not sure if it's working right. I guess we'll know before too long, but definitely going to take a little bit longer than we anticipated. Thought we'd drive right to it, but apparently no. Goodness. I'm gonna need to turn those extra lights off of that thing. Not blinding people. We got 1.5 miles to the next turn. Oh, goodness.
Okay, this I recognize. This is where I was stopped. I was stopped right here just hanging out when you said there's something wrong with your truck.
And we went to the left?
No, we went that way. That's definitely the way we went.
I don't think so.
I don't recognize any of it, but that's...
No.
I remember we went right there. Your truck is not very far up. It's going to be on our right as we drop down over the hill up here. Ta-da! So he has no control over this passenger front tire. Right there looks really good, Ben. Yeah. Maybe actually come forward about 1.5 feet. Right there. You're starting to plow, so I think right there is going to be our best shot.
It might work over here, right next to the tire. Works like a turnbuckle. One tie rod's right hand thread, the other one's left hand thread. So you turn it one way and they go out from each other, you turn it the other way and they pull in. This one I think is this way, will go in. So I got to get both of them lined up in the ends right here and then start threading it in. They'll come in to about there on each side. Turn a little bit. Okay, hold it there. And that's the culprit right there.
So I looked at your reader board, and I think it said 16 degrees.
Yeah, definitely colder than yesterday. Yesterday was still like 50.
That either says 11 or 17, I can't tell.
Well, let's take a look. 17. Yeah, 17 degrees. 17. And we get some burritos that were left in the Hummer. They're frozen, warming up. Going down on the exhaust.
This one's okay, but those two are not getting warm. Put them right on the heat shield.
I'll warm up for a few minutes while we put the rest of the stuff away.
Shout out to Beaver for these awesome little air jacks.
We've used them several times out on the trail with our ARB air compressors, and man,
each one of our trucks have one in it.
Well, hopefully we get back off the trail, load back up on the trailer without any issues. I can't feel either one of my thumbs. Like the rest of my fingers are fine, my hands are fine, but my thumbs from like the knuckle out are just almost solid. I can't feel them at all.
Stick them in your pocket for a minute.
Yeah. So we're gonna let our burritos warm up for a few minutes, let that thing start to defrost, and then we'll head on back out.
Fun night. So I'm sorry about the bad lighting. We don't have a lot of light options, but we're gonna film this as best we can. The old diesel wouldn't start because it's too cold, and it sat all night without being plugged in. So we're gonna pull it on the trailer with the Hummer. So hopefully you guys can see something. I'm gonna shine my bright lights on it from the Land Cruiser, and we'll see what happens. We're all loaded up, and yeah, we're gonna head back, probably drop the trailer at Dad's and worry about unloading them tomorrow in the daytime, and make a plan for what to fix, how to fix, and how soon we can get it done. So thanks for coming along on our little adventures.
Some of them.
Hope you enjoyed this better than we did. But yeah,
time to go.
Like always, thanks for watching.